Hey, it's Adam with ROAS Media, and today we're looking at Andrew DiPietro's, climate zone. So they're a heating and cooling contractor in the Boston area. So they were bidding on the keyword mini split installation or mini split installer. I believe is what they're bidding on. Yep, mini split installer. So take a look at their ad and their landing page and all their advertising to see how we can double their conversions to help you double yours when you're running your ad. So as you can see, their ad was ductless mini split service, low cost services near you, high quality help that won't leave you pinching pennies, stress-free solutions. And their ad here ran to their mini split page on their website, so their services page. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times, if a contractor doesn't have landing pages built and they want us to run traffic to their website, we will create landing pages from the pages on their website. You use Google Optimize to do that. But as you can see here, this doesn't have any way for the person that lands on the page from the ad to get in contact with you. So that's a big miss, especially if someone's going to contact you right away and they can't on your ad or on your page. They're typically not going to click around your website and find a way to get in contact with you unless they actually want to work with you directly. But you're bidding on a keyword mini split system, so they don't really know your company. It's not a branded search term, so they're going to go back to the searches and go to the next person in the listings, typically. So first things first, what we recommend is you to have a dedicated landing page for your ads. Landing pages versus regular pages, I'll give you one stat. A landing page that just doesn't have the menu bar here increases conversions on average by about 100%. So you can literally double the effectiveness of your ads overnight by just having a landing page. And a little tip for you, if you don't want to create a bunch of landing pages for each of your services, what you can do is use a tool called Google Optimize. It's a conversion rate optimization tool and a website personalization tool. You install it the same way you install Google Analytics. You tie the two together, and then you can create what's called an experience. So you would take so let's go to your contact page. You would take the contact form from your contact page, and you don't have to actually edit anything, any code on the actual website. You do everything inside Google Optimize, and you would show people the contact form on the ductless page for only the people who've been to your pages from ads. So I know that sounds a little complicated. If you go inside Google Optimize, they have steps on how to do it. It's called personalization. You personalize this page specifically. You insert the form on this page and only show that to people who've come to this page from ads. So that's a way to build landing pages without actually building them. So it's a quick tip for you. So that will help you double your conversions overnight. Second thing we recommend is, I see you have here, we'd recommend a remarketing campaign. So I took a look at your Facebook page. A remarketing campaign is kind of like going to an estimate and following up with the person after that. You don't have salespeople at your office and don't expect them to follow up. So typically, if you have a designer go out, give someone an estimate, and they follow up if they don't book the estimate right away. Mini splits typically is not a one-time one call close. Typically, you need a couple calls to get someone an estimate for mini splits because they shop around. This is not a primary system. Usually, it's a secondary system in their house. So you wouldn't expect your sales guys to go out to their house, spend their time, give them an estimate, go back to the office, and never give them a call again. Same thing with your ads. You want to give people another way to get in contact with you, and that can be done cheaply by running retargeting ads from Facebook and Google back to either the landing page that they saw before or a Facebook lead form. Facebook lead form is just a form on Facebook that they can fill out to send you their information. So that'd be one of the ways you do that. Your Facebook page should be updated, once every 2 weeks or so. It's not the worst thing in the world that is not updated, but 3 years is kind of a long time to not update a Facebook page. So throw something up there once a month, just to update for your Facebook page for people who have subscribed to it. And especially if you're running ads, you want to have an updated Facebook page so people know you're legitimate. Now, you are running a branding campaign for your brand name, which is a good thing. Typically, Climate Zone Heating and Cooling is going to be your actual name. So if you take a look at this, I'll throw it inside here to show you. Usually, you'll see other contractors bidding on your brand name unintentionally, just because inside the heating and cooling space, you usually have heating and cooling, HVAC, air conditioning somewhere in your brand name. So running a branding campaign is pretty much a necessity at this point for contractors, heating and cooling contractors, because you get unintentional cross-pollination of ads from other advertisers. Let's see here. All right, so no other advertisers bidding on a brand name, which is a good thing. For now, your Google homepage looks pretty good. Everything is about you. No. Okay, so energy department. So the stuff at the bottom doesn't really matter too much, but you do want it to be about your brand, because people do go to the bottom, especially if you're looking for your name. They do search the SERPs for you. It's a little different than people searching for specific things. There you go. Let's see if you show up for that. Having a brand to search is a little different than, or having a good Google homepage, as we like to call it, is a little different, especially people searching for your brand, because they do scroll and see all the different reviews about you there. So I don't see anybody else bidding on your, there they are. They're at the bottom here. So these ads aren't very targeted, but you can see that people do bid on your brand name, especially if you have terms. So if people are searching for you, searching for your air conditioning installation, your different services that you offer, people usually do search for that in your brand name. Other people are going to inadvertently run ads on your brand name. So it's a good thing to have a branding campaign like you do here. So that's a good thing. So those would be the two things we recommend. We can't really recommend keyword pruning, even though it's a good best practice, because the keyword you were searching for was mini split system, which isn't too far off from mini split installation. They're not exactly the same thing, but they're not very far off. Mini split system installation. So yeah, so this is pretty much an exact match for what we search for to get to find your ad. So two things we recommend. One, landing page can double your conversions overnight. Please, 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 if you're running traffic on Google, on any platform, online platform, running it back to your homepage or running back to your website, have a landing page dedicated to the people who are coming to your website to find information about your services. Trust me, doubling your conversions is the least it can do. So I'd put money on it, tripling or quadrupling, especially here, the amount of people reaching out to you for mini split system installations. So, and second thing would be running a remarketing campaign. They're pretty cheap to do, and you would get the high quality traffic from Google Ads that you've already paid for. So this is a pretty expensive keyword, mini split system installation, and we would recommend having a remarketing campaign to get people back to your website so they can give you their information to set up a service call or an estimate with you. So those would be the two things we recommend. Any questions, let us know, and we talk to you soon.